Hey fam, what it do? Good morning. It's Thursday morning. It's 7:48 in the morning. And God, I feel like I'm dragging ass today. Squirrel, get out of my way. Squirrels are the silliest creatures, aren't they? They'll run head on to your vehicle like they're freaking kamikaze. At least that one just did. And most of the time when they run out in front of your vehicle, they've got no freaking idea which way to go. I've never hit a squirrel. I figure that would probably be a traumatic experience, but anyways. All right, hey, we start today anew. It is a brand new day, a day chock full of adventure, possibly, and excitement. No idea where today is going to take us. So, first, let's talk about the biggest thing we've got going on today, which is we got to go look at some brand new work. I've talked about this work for a while now, and today we finally get a chance to go see it. This morning, we're going to be going to a new potential customer's home, and this is a customer who just bought this home. There's a detached garage that we need to do the roof on, power wash the home, nail pops on the main house, and something else, a deck or something. So they want to start with the roofing job. Now, here's the deal. I've already put the proposal together for this in the blind. They gave me the square footage and a little bit of what this roof looks like. I believe it's like 300 and something square feet. And it does have some dormers, at least one dormer. It could have two. Hell, I don't know. I hate putting together a proposal in the blind like I had to with this. Not only do we got to redo the roof on this, the sheathing, which is the freaking wood of the roof, is pretty bad and needs a lot of repair. We probably got to resheathe this entire roof. If that is the case, what a bitch and a pain in the ass this is about to be. How the hell does a detached garage have a freaking dormer on it anyways? Now that I think about it, what the hell is this thing really? But 320 square feet, I mean, it sounds small. So I put the proposal together in the blind on this at $3,200. And that's a pretty good price. You know, I would figure probably about $1,000 in materials, maybe a little bit more than that. I'd like to have a dumpster out there for when we do the tear off and all the debris, just to make it easy for us. You know, labor cost will probably be, $1,000. And the reason for that is because I want to bring in an additional person on this job. That's the short of it. So Gene and I are going to go look at this thing first thing this morning. We're going to get a measurement. Yeah, so we're going to go look at this roofing job. And I guess that thing is moving forward. This is a stupid freaking situation where I was like, oh yeah, you know, no money required or no deposit. $3,200 job, man. What the frick? Definitely should have been getting 25% down on this. And the sad thing is I've already sent the proposal, so I can't backtrack and ask for any money up front unless they ask me if I need any money. Hey, do you need any? Yes, I absolutely do. I'm not trying to pay for these damn materials out of my own damn pocket. I mean, that's kind of crazy. But we're going to go look at that job. That's the first thing on the agenda. Maybe look at some additional work that they have as well. Hopefully all is well with that. Now, if I go look at this thing and this thing is way beyond the scope, then I'll just renege and just say, hey, look, you know, this is going to call for a lot more. But just based off of the information that I've told you guys and essentially what I know about this job, I think we got enough wiggle room in the price where this is going to be well worth it. How long will this job take us? A day. You know, if I can make over $1,000 profit in a day, Joe ain't got no reason to complain about nothing. Outside of that, there's a drywall repair that we started in an occupied residence, 2 doors down from where we did the tub resurfacing at. The tub resurfacing came out the best. It came out a hell of a lot better than it did at first. Let's say that. And it looks pretty damn good. Like I said, I think yesterday I said you know, I give this about a 4 out of a 10. Maybe that goes up to about a 5 now. And I think that that's just me being biased because it's my own damn work and I hate to give myself a lower score than that. When in all actuality, it probably should be. Anyways, I'm about to be back at the house. I'd rather film at the house. I got a really crazy story to share with you. It's dark in here. Hey, you know what's crazy is I can't even remember the last time that I worked out or jogged, which is disheartening. I've been fasting for, shit, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks now, maybe a little bit longer than that. Feels like forever. So, I guess as long as I'm fasting, I'm just trying to do the weight loss. You know, I don't want to be a fat SOB like I feel like I am most all of the time. All right, anyways, hey, we're back at the house waiting on Gene to get here, and we're going to be going and looking at that roof job. I'll share that with you when we get over there. I'm sure that's going to be, oh God, delectable. Black coffee. Supposedly has no calories, no nothing in it. All right, so story time. God, I love a good story. So yesterday I was on my way home and I get a message from somebody inquiring about a drywall repair. This is more so than not how it usually ends up going, but this one was just a little bit different because they would actually give me a conclusion. Most of the time I just get left high and dry after I give a quote via messenger based off of one picture usually. And usually those quotes are over $1,000, $1,000, $1,100, $1,300, somewhere in that ballpark. Seems to be about the average price that I'm quoting drywall work at for repair work. So anyways, this person reaches out right here with this picture. Not really much to make of it. Looks like a pretty large repair. And then they would even send me this video right here. Check out the video. Now, I wish I could have the audio on this because I thought they would actually be talking about the repair work, but this was unusual because it was some R&B music playing in the background. I'm not sure what this was in relation to and why this video was filmed and composed this way. It almost made me feel like they were showing off the work that they did, possibly. Was this a DIY-er's fail? I don't know. Regardless, this was a horrendous drywall repair job that was done, and they were reaching out to me to fix it. So, based off of the picture and the video, I would message them back, and I really wanted to put this repair over $1,000. But I know, the day and age that we live in, everybody wants the cheapest, and I put the price at $950. I actually read a post that said, hey, look, if your price is going to be like $10,000, just make it like $9,975. $9,950 or $9,975. It's more visually appealing to the potential customer. So I went with that. I said, you know what? Screw it. We'll just make this repair $950. We're going to have to take the whole thing out and redo it. Ain't enough skim coating and floating in the world to make that thing flawless. And they were asking for this thing to be done in such a way that it should have been done to where you can't even tell the repair was ever there or made. So I tell them $950 and they hit me back with some measurements telling me that this is a 2 by, I think like 23 inch repair. Maybe 2 foot by 23 inches. Which clearly it looks way bigger than that. This looks like a 2 by 4 or 2 by 6 foot area. And, you know, I didn't even get a chance to respond because they would hit me up right after that and say, you know what, don't even worry about it. I've got somebody who's going to come do it for $200. And man, yes, this is the energy that I live for right here. I mean, we're just, the scripts write themselves. The content, it just makes itself. Man, did I want to respond and say something along the lines of, gee golly whiz guy, or whoever it was who was reaching out to me. Kind of looks like you already got a $200 repair going on right there. Or I wanted to be like, 200? Are you freaking kidding me? Like, you're out of your rabbit ass mind. I wanted to say good luck with that $200 repair. I wanted to say, you know, you're going to get what you pay for. Looks like you already did. So, but ultimately all I would end up saying is no problem. Because they said, thanks for the quote or some shit. I got somebody who's going to come do it for $200. I wanted to say, hey, could you do me a favor and send me a picture of how that comes out looking afterwards? Maybe I should follow up with them and be like, hey, just checking. Everything go okay with that repair? You got any after pictures? Be curious. Like, who's your drywaller? I'd be curious to know. $200? Am I too expensive? That's an oxymoron. We know that not to be the truth. So, yeah, just shows you the shit you're competing with out there. All right, so what else we got going on today besides going and looking at this potential work? Did I tell you guys that I put in that deck proposal? Customer was looking for like a 16 by 12 foot deck. I ended up putting that proposal at almost $5,000, which is where I wanted that proposal to be at. Turns out I made a major miscalculation with that because I just plugged the information into this Detached.com website and it gave me out the materials list and it told me I needed 106 bags of concrete, which was like $500. So they would hit me up and say, why do we need 100 bags of concrete? I said, oh yeah, miscalculation. Hey, that was what the software just provided. I missed it. Wasn't even paying attention. Wasn't even concerned for it. Felt like this job was never going to happen. Now, the good news about this is, aside from the fact that I've got to deduct damn near $500 from this damn quote, I did put in the proposal 25% down, and I don't give a damn you're going to give me that. And matter of fact, from now on, I need money up front from everybody. Moving forward, because of this situation that I find myself in with this freaking roof that we're getting ready to do. I know that this is going to be a pain in the ass. But, you know, it is what it is. It's work. It's a great profit line, and I'm excited to go see it. So that deck job could be looming. We were supposed to be doing some flooring for the customer who we did the interior doors for and who we painted the garage door for and put on the exterior side garage door. Yeah, we were supposed to be doing some flooring. I haven't heard from them after I gave them a quote for that pergola for $1,890. Did they think that that was too high and that all of my prices were too high? Because I've also given them the pantry delete for like $2,300. They did tell me that they had somebody else, you know, that was working for them. And I think that we saw that guy over at the neighbor's house the last time we were over there doing the door. So he could have went over there and just shitballed us. And whatever. I do need to reach out to that customer, find out what's up with that flooring job, because that was an easy day at the office. Would love to have that for like tomorrow. That would be a great job to be able to go do. But getting to what else we have for today, nothing really. Maybe we're going to go put in an oven element for the landlord, real estate guy. Probably charge like $50 for that. There could be a small little drywall repair job additional to the one that we need to finish up today. And that could be like maybe an extra $100. I mean, it's very small. So only time is going to tell where today's going to take us. And hopefully, like I said, some stuff materializes and it turns out to be a great day. So let me figure out what I got going on. I got to try to find some additional help for this roof job and reach out to some customers and say, hey, what's going on? Haven't heard from you. All right, let's get the show on the road. All right, here's the roof we're getting ready to do. She's in pretty bad shape. Yeah, she's rough. Look at this. So roughly about 350 square feet. I can't remember the exact measurement.
It's the worst right here.
But here's the real kicker. It's going to be all new sheathing. One dormer right there. And on the inside, all new sheathing is going to be had. And the only thing that's brand new in here is the dormer. Good deal. All right, we're back over at our tub resurfacing job, and you know, she's as good as she's gonna get. Jean's doing a little bit of silicone around the drain because we had just a little bit of cracking around the drain, nothing too crazy from when we had to get the tape out. But, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how this came out, this is probably like a frickin' a 1. And, you know, there's just nothing I can do about that. I tell you what though, you can't see any of the damaged areas in here, and it does look like a brand new tub. You know, it's just a little crazy. That's all there is to it. Wish it would have came out unbelievably flawless, but definitely a learning experience on my part. And shout out to Jean for trying to help my ugly work look somewhat better. Hey, I better be careful filming in here because the neighbor's sitting outside, and I think that's the same guy that said that I was filming his daughter. You guys saw that footage, and there was nobody in that footage whatsoever. So here's the deal. We have nothing else going on right this second, and that ain't good. That ain't good at all. We're supposed to be finishing a repair up 2 doors down. I messaged them. They didn't respond, so we're going to go beat on their door in a little bit and see if we can make contact. There's supposed to be a stove oven element we're supposed to be replacing. I tried to make contact with them, haven't heard back. If we can't make contact with these people, we'll probably go knock on the door of that job because that's right down the street. And what else? Oh, the roof that we just went and looked at. Hey, what do you think of that? That is going to be actually not that bad. And even though that son of a gun is kind of steep, I didn't even really give a damn like getting up on that thing. But it does suck that we have to resheathe the whole damn roof. That's not going to be fun at all. Just got to do what we got to do. And yeah, I'm trying to get an additional helper out there on that job for us. So hopefully we're able to do that. But what do you think? Do you think we're going to be able to knock that one out the park? I certainly hope so. So I'm going to have to start getting the materials ordered and delivered, scheduled for delivery, and get a dumpster out there. Yeah. It's going to be a 2-day job, so it's going to take us a day to tear off and to resheathe, I imagine. And then it's going to take us another day to shingle it, which, I don't know, man. I think we get that thing done in a day and a half, but I'm not trying to rush it. We don't have to rush it, and that's cool. All right. Don't know what's going to end up happening today, but surely need some shit to shake. So hopefully something will. Let me see what I need.
Flashlight on, because you can't hold a flashlight and leave working.
All right, that's what we're replacing right there.
There we go.
Carefully pull the old one out.
All right.
Let me get that for you.
Just make sure that you're snug up.
Yeah, she kind of, yeah, you gotta go like one angle at a time. There you go. What do you think? Here's the screws.
This damn door here, you probably should take it off, but oh well.
I've done this for 50 years. And I've never taken the door off.
50 years.
I'm kidding.
I know.
Reminds me of the painting days when they were like, oh, I've been painting for 40 years.
Yeah, and couldn't cut a straight line.
Hey, what does it mean to cut in? That was always fun. Cool.
Turn on. Well, let me plug her in.
Let's get your phone out of there before we bake that cake.
Yeah, it's like I need to buy another one, right?
You got enough cord back there to plug her back in?
Yeah. She's in.
All right, lights coming on, control panels active, yada yada. Let's go to the oven controls, we'll go bake.
Yeah, broils the top.
So bake is the bottom?
Yeah.
Start.
Yeah, she's heating up.
She heating up? All right, perfect. Touch it one more time?
No. I'll do that, but she's heating up.
All right, cool.
I hit the broil.
She's good. Broil?
Yeah, make sure it wasn't.
Oh yeah, I smell it. Who is she smoking? Got that good heat.
Did you put the broil on?
I did not.
Yeah, hit the broil.
No, it's on, because I can smell it. Oh wait, now it's on, sorry. Sorry.
Oh yeah, she's working.
Perfect.
Yep, she's working.
Good deal, Gene. Touch it one more time.
Nope.
Ma'am, your oven's fixed.
Okay, thank you so much.
You have a great day. No worries, thank you. Well, what a whack day thus far. I guess the biggest good news is we got that roofing job for this upcoming week. I'm going to try to put it on for Monday, and it's looking like Monday and Tuesday are going to be good days, and Wednesday's going to have some rain in it. But we definitely need to get the materials ordered, the dumpster ordered, and we're going to need a couple of tools. I'm going to need a roof shingle stretcher. I'm going to need a couple of things for sure. I don't want to hand nail these shingles, but you know, maybe we should. Ain't that damn many shingles. Obviously a nail gun is always the fastest way to do it. I don't have a roofing nail gun. Yeah, I don't think we need one, to be honest. Them things are expensive, especially if I wanted to get the 20 volt DeWalt, which is crazy. Can you think about doing a whole house? But we're just doing a small little garage. Yeah, that's that's something we don't need. We can hand bang them damn shingles. No big deal there. Run some chalk lines, make sure everything's the way that it needs to be. But I am looking for an additional helper out there. That would be great. An additional helper would ensure that, you know, we've got somebody helping to get the shingles up on the roof. And I mean, realistically, we don't even got to bring the damn bundles of shingles on the freaking roof. We could just hand them shits up from the ground. That shit ain't gonna be nothing. And realistically, Gene and I can do this job. I don't even really need a third wheel on this. And I guess if I'm just gonna be truthful with you, the reason why I really want the third wheel is because I really don't even want to have to mess with it. But I think I'm getting a little too big for my britches thinking like that. I'm going to have to mess with this. We're going to have to make sure that this thing comes out perfectly. Yeah, I'm going to go work on getting a materials list together for this job, and then getting, hell, I don't know. You know what? I just remembered. I need to stop by the bank. I need to do that real quick, actually. Well, hello there, gorgeous. Friday morning as I begin this, and no work today. Could maybe, very seldomly and slightly, possibly be some work, but to be honest with you, I don't know. We'll see. So I had this guy hit me up yesterday. Yesterday I was doing a live stream. We didn't have very much work yesterday neither. All we did was do a oven element, and I had Gene finish up a drywall repair job in an occupied property of the real estate guy. But I ended up doing a live stream yesterday, and while doing that live stream, somebody would hit me up about a drywall repair, and it was a pretty decent issue going on in this guy's ceiling, where essentially his ceiling is failing. He's got a big old crack through the center of it. Looks like it's a plaster ceiling. He's attempted to try to shore this thing up to no avail. I asked him where he was located at. He told me where he was. and I kind of just brushed it off because I just assumed this guy wasn't gonna want to spend the money to get this repair done. And of course, my price on this starts at $1,000 or close to it. You know, between $750 and $1,000, I should say. But again, that's just seeing this thing in the blind. You know, if we would have went over there and were able to shore this ceiling up, maybe the price would have been cheaper if all we have to do is just shore the ceiling up and then, or re-secure the ceiling, I should say, and then re-mud and texture that area. Price could be lower than that. The guy would hit me up later on that evening saying, hey, I've already had somebody come give me a quote, and they gave me a quote for $600. So if you could come in cheaper, that would be great. Everybody wants the cheapest. So I was in no real rush to do anything with that, saying, gee golly whiz, guy, if you're not even going to spend $600, probably ain't gonna be worth our time. But now I'm hitting the guy up, seeing if it's possible that we can go look at this thing this morning, and I'll charge him $500 maybe, if it's as easy as what I was just explaining. And to be honest, we've already got all the materials. We keep those on the van. We don't have to spend anything for materials. However, this ain't the way you really should be operating, but maybe it could be an opportunity to make a few dollars today. No guarantee. To be honest with you, what I really want to do is I want to live stream. I want to build my computer. I want to cook some Cajun pasta. Those are the things that I want to do today. I want to live my best life because we've got this roofing job upcoming on Monday. Massive roofing job, at least price-wise, for such a small roof. And you know, I stand the chance of making well over $1,000 profit in a day, maybe a day and a half. So that would be fantastic. There's the materials list is already put together, which includes ice and water, synthetic paper, drip edge, and so far where the material list is coming in at is $913. So we're well within our parameter of price point for materials. I need to contact the dumpster guy today. We try to use the same guy that we used when we did the dock, and I'm going to have to push the roof job. Actually, we're going to do that on Monday. Well, now I got to push it to Tuesday because I completely forgot. I've got to be back on that exterior door job on Monday to install the latch and to install the weather stripping and a doorknob. I mean, who knows? Maybe we could go do that and then show up at the roofing job. But the safer bet would just be to push it to Tuesday. And it sucks because I just told the lady yesterday we could do it on Monday. So, no big deal. Really no idea where today is about to take me. Hopefully it's going to take me somewhere profitable. That would be great. But we begin today with a lot of unknowns and uncertainties, and we'll see what shakes. 11:54 in the morning, 6 minutes until I can eat, and your boy is famished. Getting ready to go buy a roofing nail gun, a rigid, brand new. It's $150. I'm buying this one used. It looks like it's in relatively good condition for $75, so I guess I'm getting it for half off. And I just hope that I'm not buying something that's stolen. I've seen these nail guns for as cheap as $40, and they look like they are just beat to shit. This nail gun has really good reviews. We don't even have but 320 square feet of freaking shingle to do. You know, but having this nail gun will just make it that much better. I have my roofing and my framing nail gun for the sheathing, and yeah. So who knows? Maybe we'll have it for the next time when we get a really big roof. That would be great. I'm getting ready to go meet with this guy right now. He's kind of far away. Probably should have tried to ask him if he could meet me somewhere closer than where the hell he's at, but I ain't got shit else to do. I wanted to do a live stream today, doing a little cooking with Kyra type shit, but I'm waiting for a cord to come in that I had to order. I had to order a 3.2 USB cable that I don't have, which is a high something data transfer cable. I need a longer one of those to be able to do this live stream in my kitchen and build my computer. Boring, mundane shit. Nothing going on the work side of things, which that does kind of suck. We have had a customer ghost us, and I'm not sure what's going on with that. It could be a family emergency situation. They mentioned that something had happened earlier in the week. So hopefully all is well there. And I would actually much rather it be that they ghosted us than something actually happening to their family member. The work that we were doing was in lieu of another guy that had been doing work for that customer. And this is the customer who we did the garage painting and shutter painting and garage side door and 2 interior door work for. We were supposed to be doing 2 bathrooms, LVP flooring in both of the bathrooms, doing the install, doing the pergola, doing the pantry. And I feel like we had agreed on the price for the flooring for the bathrooms. So even if they didn't go with the pergola or the pantry or the deck delete, well, shit, I was hoping we were going to have that flooring gig for this week because they said the materials were going to be in this week. All right, let's go get this nail gun. 1254. I bought a nail gun. It's in Liam's seat in the back seat of my truck. You know, I probably really should film more than just in the truck. Joe talks about stuff type shit. I'm sure people would probably like to see more than that, right? So here's the crazy thing. I did not buy the nail gun off of, you know, some drug addict that stole the shit, like I was concerned could be the case. Turns out who I bought the nail gun from was a guy by the name of Brian number umpteenth. And Brian seems like a really good guy. And Brian has 2 ginormous freaking storage units that he sells things from with other people. And I mean, these things are massive. These things are as big as the biggest storage unit I ever had. While talking with him, I told him everything about me, as I normally do because I have no friends. And I just want to talk to somebody so badly. We talked about storage auctions. We talked about eBay. We talked about live streaming. We talked about YouTube. So Brian doesn't really have any kind of social media presence for the things that he's selling. And I told him, hey, look, you know, maybe someday next week, if I've got the time, and I probably will, I could stop by and, you know, we could film a video for you, you know, just introduce the things that you have going on, and maybe it could be a launch pad for you to start sharing more of what you got going on. I'm not looking for anything out of this. I'm over it. I'm washed up. I'm burnt out. I'm tired. I just want a roof and pour concrete. I think all of this is the ketosis talking. To be honest, I'm starving. All I want to do is go eat lunch and get the hell out of this city, because Brian number umpteenth would remind me that President Donald Trump is going to be in this city today, if he's not already here. And I am not trying to get caught up in some blockade for Buddy to get where he's going. Joe trying to get back to the house and eat some lunch. But Brian was a really cool guy, and I got a nail gun. Short of it is. And I should have filmed while I was there with him, because he had all sorts of interesting things for sale. I mean, going into somebody's storage unit where, you know, they've got it set up a bit like a store, and he kind of did. He's got 2 big ass storage units. You know, going in there for the first time is essentially like doing a storage auction. You don't know what you're about to walk in there and find. And the good news, you know, the good difference between going to a place like that versus actually doing a storage auction is you ain't got to deal with the shit. You can walk in and walk out without any responsibilities of having to get rid of that shit, throw it away, sell it to recoup money. But one of the interesting things that I saw in there was a set of digital scales for sale. And I just thought to myself, and they, you know, they were the extra small kind too, right? Like, we're not weighing out no freaking onion powder on there. But then again, maybe that's exactly what they're weighing out. Not him per se, but whoever was using those wherever they came from was weighing out exactly that. The onion powder, figuratively speaking. To the house and to the lunch.